Morning, folks. Morning, January 2nd. Welcome back to the Carter James Ranch. We're here back behind the barn, just moving the cattle in this little meadow. Rolled some hay out for them. Just realized I put this hay a little too close to the fence. I was trying to move it away. After the Christmas Day blizzard, the day or two before Christmas, we got some pretty decent weather here. Expecting some rain later today. She's losing a little bit of her hair coat. I'm not sure why. I don't know if she's got, I don't know what that's about. I've heard some people talk about lice sometimes on cattle. I'm not sure why she's losing some of her hair coat. But if you followed the channel for any length of time, here comes 96. 6 years old. She doesn't walk very well. You know, when I was considering buying her, I'd bought 4 other mamas, and she had her calf right here on her. Just a heifer. That's probably really why I bought her, is because she has a heifer and she's bred back. So, but she's a tank, but she does not walk very well, and there's a lot of rocks up here in that gate, so doesn't walk real great. But the herd's doing well. I moved them over into this pasture, and we've got a lot of stemmy stuff, which actually is the results of ragweed, which cattle don't eat regular ragweed. They'll eat the giant ragweed. They like that, but this area, part of the ranch here, has just got a lot of this stemmy stuff. Let me show you up close. So see all this stemmy? That grows up real tall and blocks out the sunlight. Now this got bush hogged a little late this year, but now the ground's real moist. I can go through and pull it out, but you can't go through here and pull all this out. Talk to some guys, they say we can spray the pasture to get rid of the ragweed. I'd prefer not to spray it. I'm gonna move this fence back a little bit. So we're gonna try rolling some hay out and seeing what kind of result that has come next summer when the ragweed starts to grow up. The other thing I'm trying to juggle here is how often do we feed hay? Because this got cut so late, and this is my first year ranching, we did not get that good a stockpile grown back. You can see there's some green, but it's pretty short. Here's some longer grass. The intent with some of this fescue is to be able to graze all through the winter time, or at least graze into January. So then you only have about 45 or 50 days to feed hay and graze a little bit before you start getting the spring growth again. But I made sure I bought plenty of hay, so we've got plenty, and I would just rather make sure these animals are in good condition. We got a few of the older cows, the open ones that we picked up in in November. They seem a little thin, but that's probably why they're open. So we're gonna try to get them fattened up before we turn Comanche in with them next summer. But great weather we've been having here. Supposed to get up into the 60s today. Gonna get some rain. Hopefully it's not severe weather. They did talk about we might get some severe weather. Rain, which you think in the middle of winter time, it's a little odd to be getting rain, but we've got a warm up here. So I'll take it. I like the warm weather. I know the cattle do too. One thing about feeding the hay, you know, I'm not worried about the cattle staying warm. Obviously they're getting wet. It's going down below freezing at night. So if it's raining and freezing, that's when they can have a hard time staying warm. But other than that, you know, when it's getting up to 60 degrees during the day, I'm not worried about them retaining their heat. Worried on those days when it only gets to, you know, 20 degrees or 15 degrees. So, but you can see over here too, all this stemmy stuff. You can't see it right now, and you're just kind of looking across the pasture. But when you get up close or you're walking through, you really feel it. And it really becomes ugly in the summertime. Yeah, here's 96's heifer. Ooh, she looks good. I tend to like the darker colored South Poles, the darker red, but she looks good. And here's one of the registered heifers that we got. She's a fully registered. She got the two tags in her ear, indicate she's a fully registered one from Sassafras Valley Ranch. 96 here. 96, the mother, is a unregistered animal, but she was bred to a registered bull, so her offspring here, she'll be 50% registered, and then I will breed her to Comanche, so her offspring will be a higher percentage, and hopefully in a generation or two we'll get to where we can have almost 100% animals in the herd. But we'll definitely have a full blood South Pole and a pure is it purebred, pure blood? I'm not sure what it is. I need to get with that. But here's our Wagyu steer. We're grass finishing him, so he'll be with us for a while longer. I mentioned in a previous video, I'm really on the fence what to do. These two young ones right here in front of us are both young bulls. I really like the one on the left. I like the one on the right too, but he's got a little dot on his eye. He probably got pink eye, something early on. But yeah, I really like this little guy. But I need to figure out if there's anyone out there who's interested in buying some young bulls, please reach out to me. I'm gonna have to make some decisions here pretty quick with making them steers, since I've got Comanche. I don't have any need for any unregistered bulls hanging around. But I did some videos a while back on bale grazing. I've done that on a few bales, and everyone seems to comment that unrolling the hay is the best way to do it. And now that we've been doing it for a while, I got to agree. I really enjoy unrolling it. I like the result of it. I like how the animals are spread out. I don't like the huge impact in a small area. I like being able to roll this out. The only place in the ranch that I may use, let them just eat on a bale, is we've on the backside of the pond, and I'll do a video on this once we get back there, which we'll get back in the next couple days. We've got a lot of buckbrush, which is some real thick, brushy stuff, and so I actually set out a couple bales just right in the middle of that. So I will have the animals just completely trample that down, and then I want to see what happens to that area next summer. It's a quiet Monday morning, January 2nd. Here on the ranch, we just keep moving the animals around. A little overcast today. Really enjoying the Greg Judy Bale roller. Put down the back of the truck, and I really like pulling it on the smaller Tacoma, our farm truck there. The other gray Tacoma has a longer bed, which makes it a little more difficult to back up. But luckily the bale roller is not heavy. It's easy to manually run. So just wanted to do a quick video this morning on the herd. They love eating this hay. So I'm probably going to leave this fence open so they can get back to their mineral and their lick tub. I do give them a lick tub. I just don't feel like they're getting enough protein in everything that they're eating. I did not test the hay to see what the protein quality in the hay is. I might do that next year. But I've got some bales over at the sheep pasture, and this is one of the bales that I hauled from over there. I'm trying to get rid of all that hay over there. Here comes the train. This property is split by the train. There's 14 acres on the other side of the tracks. We can't get back there to graze because of the tracks, but we can use that meadow for hay. But that's what's going on here with Carter James. The animals are doing great. So we'll be curious to see how it affects this ragweed come next summer. So thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you have a great week. Hit that subscribe and like button if you don't mind on your way out, and we'll catch you in the next one.